Hello everybody, welcome to a Madden 15. Madden 15, no, that was last year. Madden...
Patriots, Broncos.
Nope, that's this year. Madden 15. Last year was Madden 25. And I don't know how to count. This is really freaking confusing. Anyway, let's play drunk, question mark, because I'm not drinking this month, so it's just a let's play, but not drunk today. Anyway. Oh god, I can't wait for football to come back. Seeing digital Mile High Stadium and seeing my shitty seats way up in section 515 and everybody jumping up and down and screaming in the stands is a recreation of the last victory that the Broncos had before the humiliation that was the Super Bowl. Oh shit, I cannot wait for football to come back. I'm a huge Broncos fan if you guys are new to the channel. I have season tickets to the Broncos. I've had season tickets since 97 in one form or another. There's a couple years off in the middle after Elway left, and then before Cutler came. Yeah, like the greasy years and plumber years that were like, shit, I don't really want to be sitting out here every week and paying all this money for season seats that I gave them up. But I guess I'm a fair weather fan in that way. But anyway, goddamn, I can't wait for football to come back. It is, God, that freaking loss in the Super Bowl last year was so insanely embarrassing. Like, I know I had nothing to do with it personally, but shit, that was embarrassing. Anyway, let's actually talk about this game. So, Madden 15 is coming out in a week, I believe on the 25th of August. And, EA sent me an early copy to check it out and make some videos before the Gen Pop gets their hands on it. And I think my favorite part of this new Madden is the new defensive cameras, and I start using it at about the 6-minute mark if you want to just jump right to that, but it's coming up pretty soon. It's got this new camera switching where instead of having to go into the options, press start, load up the options menu, go to settings, choose the different camera angles, and then back out to see what the new camera looks like, just hitting up and down on the D-pad instantly changes the camera angle from all the way zoomed out to kind of a all 22 camera to when you're on defense, when you're basically right behind. It's basically like a third-person action game where you're just sitting like right on the ass of the defensive lineman or linebacker or something like that. And I don't like using that super close-up camera angle on offense, but on defense, it makes defense so insanely fun. Like, normally when you're playing defense in Madden, I'm just stressed out. I'm just trying not to screw up and not accidentally take control of one of the linebackers and take him off, like, one of the cornerbacks. Like, if you, like, and this has been a problem in Madden for years, just that playing defense is fucking boring, because basically all you want to do is not screw up and just let the AI do what they do best. Like, if you accidentally control a cornerback, I guess they don't have Champ Bailey this year, but the Broncos have the Patriots former cornerback, Hakeem Talib? Is that his name? Anyway, I'll get into this later, but I don't follow the day-to-day stuff of football like I used to. I just I watch the games, and maybe I'll watch SportsCenter, but I don't follow the sports talk radio like I used to, and I don't know. It just frees up a lot of time and a lot of stress in my life, and I'm glad I don't follow that anymore. Anyway, so the way that playing defense used to work in Madden was you would get, the way I would always play is I take control of a defensive lineman and then try to rush the quarterback every single play. And then frequently you would accidentally control one of the cornerbacks, and if they're in man-to-man coverage, they would just break their coverage and then you would just give up an instant touchdown every single time. That just wasn't fun. It was never fun playing defense. Maybe the pros at Madden are really good at it, like the people who just play nonstop. But as someone who plays Madden casually, I just had no interest in it. Defense was just an ultra complicated side of the game, and I understand the formations and how to make a good defensive play call, just like matchups and stuff like that, and the differences between a 4-3, 3-4, nickel, dime, quarter, all the different matchups and like when to call them, but it's just so hard to, in such a fast-paced game like this, it's so hard to control who you want to control and not just instantly screw it up. So the new defensive camera, and you'll see in a minute, it makes defense so much more fun in Madden. And I think that it's a small, it seems like a small switch, like adding a new camera angle, but it makes the game infinitely more fun. And when you see it, it's kind of crazy. So I used to play the hell out of Madden. I had to look it up. I think it was Madden 2004. I played the bejesus out of Madden back on the PlayStation 2. And I had to like buy this external modem that you strap to the back of it. And I think it was a dial-up connection. And my screen name was Portis for long, because the only team I ever play as in any Madden ever is the Broncos. I refuse to play as anybody but the Broncos. And Clinton Portis was the running back at the time. And there wasn't a great matchmaking system built into that game. So I found this forum, and I don't remember the name of it right now, but it was a hyper-competitive Madden forum where they kind of created their own leagues. And people would manually go onto this forum and, like we would play out a season, and it would, like, they had different tiers within the league, and I was always one of the best players in the league. And they had there was a leaderboard for wins and losses, but like built into the game, and I was within the top 100 for basically as long as I was playing the game. And but I think I even got into the top 20 at one point. But at some point, I don't know, I just got tired of Madden, or I think I just got burned out on it. Like, I do this a lot with the games that I play. I just played I play the shit out of a game for months on end, and then just get so completely burned out on it that I never want to touch it again until 10 years later. And I think they've made, like, I've said this to myself for the last couple of years, but like, oh, I used to love Madden, but I don't know what it is about it. I just don't really love it anymore. And this is going to be the year that I get back into it. And I think, like, honestly, with this Madden 15, despite the fact that Richard Sherman is on the box, I actually think that, like, I could enjoy playing this game casually, as opposed to just playing it like a couple months or a couple weeks after it comes out and then kind of forgetting about it as all the other games come out. But I think what I'm going to do is do a Let's Play video once a week, kind of talking about the games that weekend and the Broncos matchup and fantasy. Actually, nobody gives a shit about hearing about fantasy football. Oh, unless you're in the Pick'em League. If you're not in the Pick'em League, be sure to join that. I'll include the link in the description. It's free, and I'm giving away Amazon gift card prizes and stuff like that. So anyway, be sure to check that out. Anyway, so yeah, like, I don't know what it is about this version of Madden. Like, I feel like they're making it like maybe for the ultra competitive people, this year for Madden is going to suck ass and they'll hate it. But as a casual Madden player, which is, I can't deny it, that's what I am anymore. I'm a casual gamer for Madden, and I'm really enjoying this. Like, the suggested coach play calling is really good. They could have done a couple things better to improve how the layout of the plays. So it's really strange, and I've edited out all the play calling in this, and this is fucking crazy. So if you guys have ever watched I think they're called supercuts or something like that, but during the NFL season, what the NFL will do is, like, let's say you want to watch a game, I don't know, a replay of the game, but you missed it live. What the NFL will do is they'll post the video, I think, on demand through the NFL Network, of the entire game, but they edit out all the TV commercials and all the play calling and all the bullshit in between plays, and a 3-hour game ends up getting cut down to about 30 or 45 minutes. And, like, if you're a hardcore gambler like I am, or a hardcore fantasy football player like I am, it's a great way to watch games without spending 3 to 4 hours watching every single game. And if you want to watch every single game every week, you kind of have to do it that way. Not that I watch every game every week, but I certainly like to watch the best teams play every week for when I'm logging on to Bovada and placing my bets. But anyway, but the same thing kind of applies to editing a Madden video this way. Like, this entire match took about 45 minutes, and I edited this video down to just over 17 minutes. So it's kind of crazy. Like, the NFL and football is extremely inefficient in terms of pure efficiency for time spent watching versus the amount of time they're actually playing the game, which is one of the reasons I've loved watching soccer and the World Cup, is because soccer is like one of the most efficient sports out there. I mean, it's 2 45-minute halves plus maybe 8 minutes tops of bonus time between the two halves, and maybe a 2-hour game total. So there's very, very little wasted time. Like, it's pure focus for all that time. Whereas football, it's up and down and up and down and up and down, a timeout and injury timeout and extra long. Like almost every single Broncos game is shown nationally. So watching the Broncos games is a lot slower than watching a Chiefs game or a Chargers game or a Raiders game, because they have like longer TV timeouts. Like every once in a while there'll be a Broncos game that's against, I don't know, the Broncos played Jacksonville last season, and that was like the fastest game all season because no one gave a shit about seeing the Broncos kick the shit out of Jacksonville. And so there was no super long extended TV timeouts, but like every kickoff and every single punt and change in possession results in a long TV timeout when you're watching the Broncos. It's really fucking annoying. Okay, so here's the good camera angle. Like, it gets really fucking close, and like this camera angle on defense, it will not work. I can't imagine it would work when you're playing with two people, or when you're playing with two people on the same screen. It will work for the Madden Ultimate Team and playing online, but if you have two controllers and you're sitting shoulder to shoulder with the guy that you're playing, I can't imagine that this camera angle would work at all. But it makes playing defense and even playing like the safety position like I am right now so much more interesting and fun than I ever thought playing a safety could be. I still typically take control of the blitzing linebacker or defensive lineman. I'm starting to learn a little bit more about not learn more about, but learn how to control defensive backs playing a zone. I'm not great at controlling defensive backs when they're in man-to-man coverage. That's actually incredibly hard to control. Now, if you are controlling a cornerback like I am Talib, even though he's the blitzing guy there, if he was in a man-to-man coverage, he would, and you just kind of let go of the controller, he will automatically follow the guy, but as soon as you press one of the sticks, he breaks off his route and you have to control him manually. I mean, exactly the way it always has been. So if you're like, it doesn't really change anything about the controls, and I don't show this in this video very well. I'm gonna have a separate video for the camera, the defensive camera angle specifically, but it's so incredible. Look at Von Miller's little dance there. God, I love it's in the game. It's in the game. Good job, EA, for keeping his stupid dance in there. Von Miller, man, what a funny motherfucker. Like, he's just the biggest hipster, the biggest goof in the world, and I love Von Miller. I have his jersey. I only have one modern Broncos jersey, and it's Von Miller, and I fucking love that guy. Oh God, I bought this, or I'm going to buy this shirt. It's called Von Miller's Dope, and if you ever watched the Dan Patrick Show, I think it was Fritzy had the shirt. And I pulled up the description for this shirt. It's just like a Broncos orange base with his goofy hipster mugshot on there, basically, and here's the description for it. Denver's most relentless citizen will level any obstacle in his way of picking up a sack. With unlicensed aggression and criminal speed, he blazes past the QB for the biggest hits in the league. He's not just our favorite defensive player, he's one of the dopest to ever play the game. And if you don't know, he got arrested? He got in trouble for testing positive for weed or something like that. Oh God, I forgot about that play. So this is one of the first games that I played or one of the first matchups I played in this game. Left bumper is a pitch. I thought that was juke. I was expecting that to be a juke move, but juke is on the right stick, not left and right bumper. And left bumper just pitched the ball to Peyton Manning like it's Tebow back there or something like that. Oh my God. I wonder if Tebow's in Madden Ultimate Team. Holy shit. Please tell me Tebow is in the Madden Ultimate Team in this. That would make my day. I want him to be my quarterback for the Madden Ultimate Team. I'm not really sure if I like the Madden Ultimate Team. It's kind of a weird version of fantasy football. And I don't know if I have the patience to really play dozens and dozens of games to get a really good fantasy team built up. But anyway, so I beat the Patriots, just like we beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. God, that game was so incredibly fun. That was, leading up to the Super Bowl, there was so much excitement. 2 weeks to build up to the Super Bowl. Anyway, so if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you're returning, please give this video a like and a comment. The likes help get this video suggested to other people browsing or searching on YouTube. And the comments are extremely important to me. Your feedback keeps me going and to continue to make lots of videos like this and other Let's Play videos. Check out the other gameplay videos for Madden if you'd like. Game on.